Welcome back to Unreal World, Mackenzie. When I click, I get this message here about the game is controlled, so that I just clicked twice more. That's all that's happened since the last episode. Okay. We're here. Wherever here is. I think we just slept here and we're on our way to look for more adventure somewhere. So let's feed the dog. We're doing the archery, the bow quest. And we've got a we're doing the archery task. Oh, I've fed the dog already. Sorry. I fed the dog and did some herb lore, I think, is what happened. No, no need to call him off the bone. He's not on the bone. And let's just go, because I assume I've done some herb lore here recently. And we're going southwest-ish. We still want to sell how many cuts? We have 19, 22, 27. So we want to sell about 20 more. So let's go over to this village and try to sell them if they have anything good for us. Oh, we haven't been here before. Great. Some leather boots. Another backup small knife, perhaps. Maybe that's what we'll buy for them. Small knives are very inexpensive. They might be smaller. They might be cheaper than knives. Maybe that's what I should have sacrificed instead of a knife. But then maybe that would offend the spirits. It's like you can't even sacrifice a regular knife to me. You've got to get a small knife. Nothing there. Out of my way, peasant. Actually, it doesn't say peasant, it says tribesman. I don't know the distinction. I think some of them say peasant, don't they? Let me see. No, he's a craftsman. And he's probably a craftsman too. Yeah. I'm not going to talk to you if you're going to fall asleep on me. My goodness. Fine quality. All right, now I'll talk to you. Only a start. Some other time, perhaps. Let's see if we can get that fine small knife. Wasn't it in here? Yes. Am I completely out to lunch? 2/3. It would probably take all of my cuts. I've got it back up already. It's a small knife. It's fine. There was no fur or anything, like a squirrel. Well, really, a squirrel or a hare. Hare fur would be perfect, but I don't think, you don't see those very often. Well, you do, but they're a little uncommon, I would say. See a lot of squirrel, a lot of elk. No, no, I don't think we're going to find anything here. Well, we brought our punt for a reason, and it's so we could not be concerned about navigating waterways like this one. Feed the dog. Drop everything. Have a drink. Do some herb lore. Pleasant grass. Eat something. Something tasty. Something very tasty. And something plain good. Something plain good. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. Pick up a few light things. I don't think it has to be too many, but it has to be. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be more than that. How much do these wolf bones weigh? 3 pounds. Okay, a squirrel fur. 6. See, they really don't like wolf. 5 and 1 is the going rate for elk cuts or deer cuts, I think. 7. 6 and 1. 5 and 2. 4 and 3. 7 and 1. All right, 7 and 1 it is. How many do I have left? 17 and a bit. So like one more squirrel fur would be ideal. I don't think this was here before. I think I would have made mention of it, but can't afford a fox fur. At least not with the stuff I want to trade. Can't even afford a badger fur. See what these guys have. Nobody has a squirrel fur. He doesn't. He does. He will probably trade that. I'd rather have a squirrel fur than these yarns. All right. Talk to all of you. No. No. So that was 6 and 1, right? Or 7 and 1. Okay. Give you the same deal I gave the other guy. And now I have 9 and change cuts. That's about perfect. And where are we? We're here. We can just cross the lake and we're right in the center of where we want to be, kind of. And we're working on the bow quest. and we have a we're working on the bow task for the tutorial. We have a quest open that will give us the spirit world task if we complete it after the bow task. So we're kind of on a timer, you know, and I don't want to wait till the very last day to try to complete it. So, but we've fired a lot of arrows so far at the 3 wolves we killed recently, and now we're gonna go try to find something else to fire arrows at. Oops. I don't think this is going to be bitterly cold though. Did not do that on purpose, but yeah, I'm just cold. Can I get out? That would be something if I couldn't get out. No. Okay, get out there. And I didn't become bitterly cold. I would have if I had stayed for much longer. Are we where we want to be? I think so, right? This isn't really just a small lake. Oh, but I want to be somewhere where I don't have to climb into the boat. Like here. Pick up paddle and just a few things. A few things don't weigh much. Wheeled paddle. Beautiful. Oh, it is a small lake. Oops. Is it or is it? Not really. Oh, yes. Okay. My dang. Back to Chile. Do some herb lore and feed the dog. Novel grass. I don't think I've done them recently. Or at least recently enough that I can't do them again now. Drop everything. Herb lore. Call the dog. Call the dog. Was he off the boat already? Perhaps. Oh, okay. We're at the wrong end of the biome. That shouldn't take too long to rectify. Here's a coarse mushroom. That's different than the novel grass. So we will herb lore the heck out of that. And this is something else too. This is charming grass. Okay. Pick up a bit of light stuff. Just a bit. Just a bit of this and that. Wheel to paddle. And let's explore the unexplored area of Drake. It's morning, we're tired. Hmm. Well, this is a great time of day for light, so I don't want to go to sleep just yet. But I do want to kind of rectify that issue. But rain is here, so let's go to sleep. Feed the dog. Did I leave a bone behind? I hope not. Remember to pick up the bone when I wake up. Okay, that was a little longer than I wanted to sleep, but it kind of solved our problem. And it could have been worse. I could have slept through the evening or whatever. But yeah, the light is not as good now, I don't think. No. Oh, it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. Yeah, that's fine for light. But we're not finding anything in this virgin territory. What gives? What gives? Hmm. Very nice. Very little of Dreek is now unexplored. A little chunk there, a little chunk there, a little chunk in the sea, but we dramatically reduced the amount of Dreek that is unexplored. But we haven't found anything interesting since the wolves. Hmm. We are a bit tired. It's early evening. We'll run out of light before we run out of energy. We'll not completely run out of light at this time of year, but Right, now what does the map look like? Oh, there was a settlement that I didn't notice. It's not a village, or it would have said so. Yeah, just keep clearing this stuff up. It is a village. It must be a forest or village. Well, I'm puzzled why it didn't give me a message. Anyway, we'll go see what this village is about. It's not a robber village. It is a forester village. Hello? Hello, governor? No, sorry, that's the wrong. Wrong playthrough. Oh, that was rude. Oh, it was deserved though, as it turns out. I have this piece of yarn, this 6-foot long piece of yarn that I've put a knot in or whatever. No, calling this a village is definitely an overbid. Quite a huge overbid, I would say. And this idiot following me in a huff because I sneered at his loop snare. Stop following me. Stop following me. Okay. Can we get that? Got some of that, but come on. There. Okay, now let's have a look. I think the southern bit we've got. We just need the eastern bit. Hot, tired, late evening. It's almost time to go down for sleep, I would say. The light's still very good, but it'll be very good in the morning too. There's an elk. But it's not in a mire. So I can't really use the bow effectively. This is what I was doing on the last guy, Wycliffe. Oh, the light got worse. I was wandering through the mire looking for, well, I was hoping for something on the ground to shoot at, but I ended up shooting at a lot of birds and losing a lot of fine arrows and getting quite irritated. Anyway, the light is kind of gone. Let's feed the dog and drop everything and eat something. It's probably going to start raining and we'll have to build a post spruce, but we might get lucky. You never know. Excuse me. Oh, we ate it all, really? Okay. Drink from there. Go to sleep. Yes, as predicted. Feed the dog again. And drop everything. And pick up your woodsman's axe. No, build a post spruce. And nothing quite like building a shelter to get the rain to stop. And I guess I'll sleep outside. I guess I'll go back to sleep. Okay. I wanted early morning. It gave me small hours, so I kind of had a choice. Call the dog. Okay. All right, let's get rid of this blob. It's making me backtrack, but it's kind of annoying to have that. Well, we didn't get rid of it, but we decimated it. So feed the dog, because I'm hungry too. So he must be starving. Drop everything. Pick up some deliciousness and some tasty. Oh, and some more deliciousness. Excuse me. Have some water. And call the dog off his bone. And figure out where we are. Okay, good. So we've done a great job of clearing out all but a little bit here, and now we'll go and get rid of this, and hopefully we'll find something interesting other than an elk. An elk in a coniferous forest or a spruce mire, whatever that was. Boo. Wait, was that something? What's that green, just out of curiosity? Squirrel skin, that was a long time ago? Oh, that was probably, yeah, we came in this way. That's where we were born. Okay, so we're back in our very early stomping grounds. Not even stomping grounds. We were just passing through. But that's cool. I hope I'm not forgetting something really important. But I think if I am, it's too late now to rectify that. Just not seeing anything interesting. Right, where are we now? Quite far from Dreek, I would imagine. Do we want to go to Remy? Is there anything stopping us from going to Remy? I don't think so, and we're going to need to head toward Como fairly shortly. Oh, the quest is what's stopping us. Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of stopping us. Okay. Well, we can either get rid of that or sort of loop back around. We are... Oh, it's early evening. So let's do the shorter thing and just hope there's something in here. Neither is very... No, we're going to come back here for the quest. We can do that then. Let's do the bigger bit. Oh, here we go. Hill. Hills see far, but I rarely spot any wildlife from a hill. So they give you a false sense of having checked out an area. You've checked out the terrain, but not the wildlife necessarily. How many lynx have I killed this game? 0 or 1? I think those are the two possibilities. Boo. Late evening and we're weary. Okay. Well, unproductive day. Drop everything. Pick up our food and eat it. Deliciousness and more deliciousness, since they might go stale in the morning. Because it's been a few days, I think, since we cooked that. Excuse me. And go to sleep. And wake up to the rain. And get our woodsman's axe. And come down here. Make a post spruce. Go back to sleep. Heard some rustle. My guard dog didn't hear any rustle apparently, but okay. Slept later than we wanted to again. Call the dog. Feed the dog. Okay, it didn't go stale, that's good. We'll still eat deliciousness. It might be about to go stale. Excuse me. We need some, or we're gonna need some water soon. Call the dog off his bone. And there's a settlement My eyesight is just okay, I think, right? Well, it's above average, but it's not exceptional. Everything but my hearing is pretty darn good. And my hearing is okay. Oh. See, this is where the dog died the last time. I hope I'm wearing my battle gear. Call the dog. Come. Might be a lone wolf. I don't see a pack. Okay, the dog got away from the wolf. Am I wearing my battle gear? If not, I need to be. Oh, I was. Okay, good. Wield my spear. And let's... see what's going on. Big wolf. Is it a lone big wolf? Wish it were not raining. Just stepped in some wolf poo. It didn't feel like a wolf pack, did it? It would be easier to tell if it wasn't raining. We're nowhere near a mire, so I'm just going to let that go. Not good archery practice, not something I'm interested in. But we'd like to find a fox out in the mire. Something we can shoot arrows at over and over again and miss most of the time. Drop everything. Feed the dog. Come on, dog. Don't be a jerk. No. If there's a bird on the ground, I'll shoot at it, but I don't want to waste arrows shooting at a bird in the air. Call the dog. Oh, I could have let him eat while I drank, but oh well. Feed the dog again. Oh, they did go stale. So good thing I ate all the delicious ones, or just about. Drop everything. Pick up the stale stuff. Excuse me. Okay, so we did good on being efficient for a change. Wavy grass. I assume that's all wavy grass and heather. And the dog was finished eating. That's good. What do you think? It could be that quest, because we are in no man's land. Longbow wield arrows. Okay, let's see what he has to say. Ooh. Oh crap. Would you please go away so I can shoot arrows at those birds? Thank you. Is he going to scare them away? Do a weather lore. Come over here and do an herb lore. More wavy grass. See if the birds are still there. That was so ideal. I bet they're gone. I think they are. I think this is where... Yeah, he's scared them off. Oh well. I wouldn't have found them if he wasn't here, so I can't really blame him, but I sort of can blame him, because okay, these are odd grasses. It might have only been worth one shot, or it could have been worth a few. If you miss, if you miss by a lot, they often just sit there. Well, crap, he was asleep. I could have got him. I don't know why he was so skittish, because I don't have the bow wielded. But he was. Usually they're only skittish if you're armed and wielding. Well, so much for that. Now that it started raining, bow is off the table for a while. There's a village here. Another forester village. slightly nicer than most of them. Couple of fox furs already. But very small, like seemingly all of them. Bear fur. Okay, it had a few things in it, but not much. Stop following me! Stop following me, old man. Evening, we're sweaty and tired. Beaver. I wonder if I can hunt those from a punt. Feed the dog. Drop everything here. Eat the very last of the stale stuff. I guess we're into the smoked stuff. And that won't last long. It's just roaches. But we have quite a few of them. Okay, that's enough for now. And do some herb lore, which we leveled earlier today. Pick up the bone. Have a drink. And drop everything. Pick up just the very lightest stuff. And the longbow. Like 5 arrows. And what's the lightest stuff? Loop snares, hare's paw, hemp yarns. A couple of the bones are light. Wield the... Did I not pick up the paddle? That was one of the things I needed to pick up. Wield the paddle. Let's see if we can find any beavers. There's one. Okay, take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. And throw body. So pick up a few more arrows. Wield the arrows. I'll wait like a 10 count. He can probably swim pretty far underwater. Oh well. Okay, so now we need to wield the paddle. and take off the longbow. He doesn't really have that many places he can hide, I don't think. Okay, there's another target. Shoot for the head. Miss. Shoot for the head. Miss. Shoot for the head. Miss. I think I just found my favorite place to hunt. Although that just ruined it that I've just missed him, but or not to hunt, but to do the bow quest. Oh, he landed again. Okay. Wield the longbow, wield the arrows. Thank you for helping me with this, GoldenEye. I hope I keep missing. Take off the longbow, wield the paddle. There he is again. Beautiful. Pick up the arrows, wield the longbow, take off the paddle. Ah, crap, he moved. Take off the longbow. I know I could wield both at the same time, but I don't like that idea. I can't visualize paddling a canoe with a longbow in one hand. Okay, another different target. Take off the paddle, wield the longbow, wield the arrows. This is a mallard, I think. Wield and arrows. Take off the longbow. Wield. Like something like this, I don't mind. As long as there's plentiful targets. Oh, he just came back. Take off the paddle. As long as you can do it in one sitting, and it's like, okay, this is a bit drudgery, but we can get it over with. I'm all for that. But when it goes day after day, hour after hour, it's like, okay, enough. We'll do body this time. We'll alternate. Doing headshots didn't seem to... Wow. Now that should have leveled me, right? I aimed for the head, I shot for the head, I pierced its skull and killed it. That should have been it. Boom. You did it. Congratulations. Take off the longbow. Wield the paddle. Pick up that. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Aim for the body. Take off the longbow. Wield the paddle. Go a little closer. Got 2 targets now. Take off the paddle. This is the way to do it. Forget this birds in a trap stuff. Go to a lake, find some of these guys, and try to miss them. Is it headshot time? Wield arrows. Body. Okay. Take off the longbow. Wield the paddle. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Body. Wield the arrow. Headshot. Wield the arrow. Body. Rest off fatigue. Wield the arrow. Headshot. Fatigue. Wield the arrow. Body. Rest off fatigue. Wield the arrow. Headshot. Wield the arrow. Body. Wield the arrow. Headshot. Wield the arrow. Rest off fatigue. Body. Wield the arrow. Rest off fatigue. Headshot. Take off the longbow. Wield the paddle. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Body. Wield the arrows. Headshot. Rest off fatigue. Wield the arrows. Body. Wield the arrows. Headshot. Wield the arrow. Body. Take off the longbow. Wield the paddle. Wield nothing. Pick up, find javelin. Wield, find javelin. No, take off, find javelin. Go on shore. Oh, I can't because of that. Go on shore. Drop everything except fine javelin. Wield fine javelin. Okay. And retrieve the carcass. And retrieve all these arrows. Now imagine how much more frustrating it is when you're losing all these arrows, or when you're spending almost as much time looking for arrows as you're spending looking for something to shoot them at. Mostly unsuccessfully in both cases. Pick up the paddle. Wield the paddle. Take off the paddle. Pick up the longbow. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Body. Take off the longbow. Wield the paddle. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Headshot. Wield the arrows. Body. Wield the arrows. Rest off fatigue. Arms. Wield the arrows. Rest off fatigue. Legs. Take off the longbow. Wield the paddle. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Body. It can't fly, I guess. Wield the arrows. Body. 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 Wield the arrows. No, that's too far. Take off the longbow and the arrow. Wield the paddle. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. body, wield the arrows, headshot, take off the longbow, wield the paddle, drop everything but the javelin, wield the javelin. Oh, now he goes back in the lake. Okay. Pick up the longbow and the arrows. Take off the javelin, wield the longbow, wield the arrows. Body, wield the longbow, wield the arrows. Headshot, wield the arrows. Body, wield the arrows. Headshot, wield the arrows. Body, wield the arrows. Headshot, wield the arrows. Body. Okay. Well, the strategy of not leveling archery until this quest was a failure, I would say. I'm fairly certain I've fired more arrows in this iteration than I ever have before. And still not one level of bow. But I'm not... At least there's some action. At least there's some hope. And it's not just constant frustration of looking for lost arrows. And it doesn't feel cheesy, particularly. I mean, it's a little cheesy that the birds would stick around as much as they are. But what can I leave on the shore? What can't I leave on the shore? Oh, I want to take off my battle gear. And leave that too. Okay. Pick up my longbow, my arrows, and the paddle. Where's the paddle? No, longbow, arrows. And what am I carrying? Did I drop the paddle? Yes. Wield the paddle. Okay. Oh crap. Freaking raven. Oh, but there's no food I left behind. No. So, screw you, raven. Pardon my French. This is a family show. What's the I'm not around small children enough to remember what the polite way to say things is. If it weren't for that beaver, I wouldn't have even thought to try this. Poor Goldeneye. I really thought that he was going to be the one that put me over the top. And that would make his death at least a little meaningful. But 'twas not to be. I might have to go find a different lake. We've killed 3 of the birds that were... I only saw the one beaver. There might be, usually there's a whole gang of them. Where did I leave the stuff? There. Okay. There's the beaver. Is that the same one? Yes. Take off my paddle. Wield longbow. Wield arrows. Body. Wield arrows. Head. Wield arrows. Body. Rest off fatigue. Wield arrows. Head. Take off longbow. Wield paddle. There's my stuff. There's the beaver. Take off paddle. Wield longbow. Wield arrows. Body. Wield arrows. Head. Wield arrows. Rest off fatigue. Body. Wield arrows. Rest off fatigue. Head. Wield arrows. Rest off fatigue. Body. It sounded like a hare. Wield arrows. Take off longbow and arrow. Wield paddle. I wonder what the mechanics for the beaver breathing are. Go get this arrow. Yeah, once we've killed this beaver, I think we're done at this lake, and we'll have to go find another lake. We have genocided this lake once that beaver is dead. And it's less safe on shore. So it's kind of, I guess it depends how long it can stay underwater. That's the only thing keeping it alive. And that's, I don't know how realistic that is for a beaver that's bleeding and full of arrows. Well, is it bleeding? Oh, it was there. Now it's gone. And this is taking up almost no in-game time because I'm staying on the zoom. There's something running away. Is that what a beaver does underwater? It runs away? No, I shouldn't be too hard on this game. You're going to have little flaws like that. This is a lovely game, or I wouldn't be playing it this much. And nothing but respect for the game designer, the designer and co-designer. Or did he go on shore and I heard him running on shore? I don't think so. But I guess it's possible. Huh. Maybe? All right, we'll go have a... Oh, there you go. So it was me who was the idiot, just to be clear. And that I did actually hear something on shore running away. Pick up my javelin. Wield the javelin. Take off the paddle. He's going to get away, isn't he? He is, and he did. Take off the javelin. Wield the paddle. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Body. There. Take off the longbow. Wield the paddle. Drop the javelin. And the grizzly goldeneye and the broken arrow. Into the boat. Oh, we landed again. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Headshot. Wield the arrows. Rest off fatigue. Body. Wield the arrows. Rest off fatigue. Headshot. Wield the arrows. Rest off fatigue. Body. Wield the paddle. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Am I going to have to go get some fine arrows? Were they that much better? They seemed horrible, but compared to this, maybe they were great. Wield the arrows. Rest off fatigue. Headshot. Take off the longbow. Wield the paddle. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Body. Take off longbow. Take off longbow. Wield the paddle. Go on shore. Pick up this. Pick up these over here. Oops. Take off, no. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Body. Take off the longbow. Wield the paddle. We are weary. Once we get to extremely tired, I think we're going to have to call it a night. Wonder where the beaver went. Take off the paddle. Wield longbow. Wield arrows. Body. Take off the longbow. Wield the paddle. Take off the paddle. Wield the longbow. Wield the arrows. Headshot. Wield the arrows. Rest off fatigue. Body. Wield the arrows. Rest off fatigue. Headshot. Wield the arrows. No fatigue. Body. Wield the arrows. Rest off fatigue. Headshot. Wield arrows. Rest off fatigue. Body. Take off the longbow. Wield. Paddle. Okay, is that the beaver again? I assume so. Pick up the javelin. Take off the paddle. Wield the javelin. I don't see him. I don't think he'd be too far inland, would he? Maybe I got that message a while ago and didn't see it? Hmm. Hmm. It got darker. Um. Pick up this bare bone. Feed the dog. And drop everything and go to sleep. Okay. Call the dog. Wield the paddle. Let's work on these carcasses. I was hoping to delay that, but I don't think I can delay it any further. Skin an animal. Fine mallard skin. Butcher. Three cuts. Drop the feathers and the cuts. Clean the skin. There's the beaver. Drop the broad knife. Tan the skin. Skin an animal. Decent mallard skin. Butcher. Two cuts. Drop the cuts. Drop the feathers. Clean the skin. Drop the knife. Tan the skin. What is the alarm? Oh, it's Ermin. Did he get anything? There were 5 cuts. There still are. And we'll try to skin this. I forget. Grizzly, I think you can skin, I'm guessing, if I recall correctly. No, wrong. Wrongo. So I can only butcher this one. 3 cuts. And I'm not going to salt this because I'm in the middle of nowhere. Timbercraft, got branches. Hush. 14. I can make that work, I think. Drop 3 twigs. Drop 10 twigs, or drop 11 twigs, okay. Drop. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Make a fire. No. Fire. Yes. Pick up the 5 cuts. They need to cook the longest. Cookery rolls 5. No. Pick up 3 cuts. Cookery rolls. Okay, now push that in there. And wait, where's the fat? Cookery roast fat. And pick up the woodsman's axe. There's no real good spot right by where I'm cooking, unfortunately. I'll pick up the arrow. Drop everything except the woodsman's axe. Build a post spruce. Okay, we did it. We did it, fam. See what is cooked. It's all cooked. And the fire's still burning, so I will call that a victory. Hail victory. Can we get away with this? I think so. As long as we don't ruin it, we've gotten away with it. And we didn't ruin it. And we are ready to drop. So I crawl back to here and drop that. And okay, next day. Have a drink. I should have fed the dog first. I didn't feed him before went to bed. I assume he ate on his own, but perhaps he didn't. Tan the skin. No. This is ready. So where are we? We are back to eating roasted stuff. Where is our other stuff? Better be in the boat. Yeah. I don't think anything's missing. Okay. Excuse me. Seems like we've been at this for a very long time. Well, anyway, long enough. It's a little after midnight here. I'm going to bed. Thank you for watching. We'll pick this up tomorrow and hopefully complete the archery task, and then we can move on to the spirit world with this old man's punt quest. Still has 25 days left. So I'm optimistic we can, well, it's late afternoon, but we're going to do our best to complete it on the day 6 of 6th week before Midsummer Point. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.